Hi, I'm Tony Fleming. Welcome to Fleming's Ultimate Garage. Today's car we're going to talk about, this is a 99 911. It's the changeover to the 993 body cars and the water-cooled engine. Some people weren't thrilled with the water-cooled engine, some people were, but the truth of the matter is it improved the drivability of this car over the 993 significantly. This is a 3.4 liter motor with 300 horsepower. This car is kind of cool in the sense that it only has 54,000 original miles. So maybe it's driven less than 5,000 miles a year. I took the hanging tag off this car. When you stop by, you can read it also. I just put on these 18-inch wheels yesterday. We had a set of factory 17-inch wheels on there, and you can kind of see the brakes on a Porsche are serious. Cross-drilled and slotted rotors. They're one of the only cars in the world that can be daily drivers and take them to the track and then drive them back home on a Monday. Great looking black paint on this car, original black car, no accident damage. And one thing about these cars, which does make them pretty cool, and I like to drive these all the time, is that not only are they fast and powerful, they're very luxurious inside. This car here happens to have the 6-speed in it, and the cool thing about it is it actually has rear seats, and the reason they do that a lot of times, the rear seats, is it helps with insurance because they're not considered 2-seater sports cars, and the rear seats fold down also. Let me show you how that works. It makes a really nice package shelf back there. This car happens to have power seats on both sides with memory, and the memory you can code to the keyless entry and alarm system that comes with the car standard. Let me get in and I'll show you a couple things about this car. Factory digital sound system. It's also the faceplate can pop off if you want. Set holders down here. This has a CD changer under the hood. So for those of us that are from, you know, the 50s, 60s, 70s, and we still have some cassettes that we like, you can pop a cassette in here. Also has a CD changer in the front, where I'll show you that is also. The gauges are really well laid out. Center mounted tach, 180 mile an hour speedometer, and an 8,000 RPM tach with red line and shift light. Power windows, keyless entry. This car has traction control. We talked to the previous owner. This car hasn't been to the track, but if you want to take it to the track, it has a special button on it here where you can turn the traction control off, because it gets in, kind of throttles back the engine and things like that if the car ever starts to slip. One great thing about these cars too, a lot of people forget, is they're great all-season cars. And the reason why they're all-season cars is because the engine and transmission actually hangs over the rear wheels. It's rear-wheel drive, so it's like a front-wheel drive car where you get the extra traction and things like that. How about we take a quick peek at the engine? But I want to show you one other thing. One thing about this car that it does, it has a speed-activated rear spoiler. I'm going to go ahead and push the button, which you can leave up if you want to, but it does it automatically. You can't really see it in your rear-view mirror, but a little over 70 miles an hour, the spoiler comes up, and then down in the 30s, I believe, it comes back down. This one happens to have the owner's manuals, warranty books, things like that, tucked in right here underneath the steering wheel. The thing about a Porsche is it's really serviced from underneath. If you were to look underneath this car, the car is completely flat from the front of the bumper all the way to this license plate frame. And the reason they do that is to keep everything underneath the car and the turbulence down to a minimum. The less disturbance there is underneath the car, the faster it will go and the more stable it will be. This car has air conditioning, climate control. You know, it's hard to see a lot of the engine, but if you were to put it on a lift, you can actually see everything from underneath. Nice silver emblem. Let's look under the front here for a little bit of storage. Tell me what you think. These are great cruising cars too, because they'll cruise at high speeds if you want for a long time. Plenty of room for 2 or 3 duffel bags of soft luggage. Here's a good indicator if a car's been in an accident or not. These are the original stickers right here that you can't buy. And the nice thing about this lists out the codes on this car. You can't even buy that sticker. This one was ordered with limited slip differential and active brake differential, which is pretty cool if you ever wanted excellent traction, if you ever want to take it around to cruise. This car is ordered the way I think I would order the car, with a lot of the great features, with not too much of extra stuff that you would never use. How about I go ahead and start it up for you? And you can hear sound that's distinctively Porsche. You know, anytime you can buy a low mileage Porsche that's well taken care of, well optioned, great looking mirror finish, Beluga black paint, stone gray leather interior, upgraded alloys, have some history, get a great car. And you know what? This is the way to buy these cars. This car here is priced right around $30,000. This car new right now sells in the 80s. This is a great car. It's everything you would want and I would want in a classic sports car that you could keep and drive on the weekends. We're proud to present this car, Fleming's Ultimate Garage, 301-816-1000.